What's up, everybody? It's the Critical Nerd here, and the social media embargo has just dropped for the Thunderbolts, Marvel's latest attempt to claw its way back to box office glory. After Avengers Endgame crushed it in 2019, the MCU's been on a rough ride lately. Outside of Deadpool and Wolverine, it's been flop after flop after flop. And the critics, well, they're raving about Thunderbolts after its London premiere. But let's be real. Early reactions are always glowing. So, is this anti-hero flick the MCU's big comeback? Or just more hype we'll regret buying into? Let's dig into the reactions from the web and take it with a grain of salt. Stick around, maybe subscribe, especially if you're new here, if you're feeling generous. And let's get into it. The Thunderbolts hits theaters May 2nd. In just a couple of weeks with a stacked cast. Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Sebastian Stan as Bucky, David Harbour as Red Guardian, and Lewis Pullman as Sentry, just to name a few. Sounds pretty promising, right? But after duds like the Marvels and Ant-Man Quantumania tanked, and even Captain America Brave New World got lukewarm reviews, Marvel's track record isn't inspiring any confidence. Deadpool and Wolverine was the only recent hit, $1.3 billion, and that leaned hard on Ryan Reynolds' charm, not to mention Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Now, critics, they're calling Thunderbolts a return to form. That's a shocker. Let's see what they're saying. First up, we got Cosmic Book News. Hashtag Thunderbolts is easily one of the best MCU movies in a long time. Has so much spark, charisma, and tells a genuinely emotional story you connect with. A tear was shed. Florence Pugh, in particular, superb. Emily Murray from Cosmic Book News says it's one of the best MCU films in years and claims it made her cry. Emotional depth in a Marvel movie? Sure, we've heard this before. Remember when Eternals was called epic in early reactions? Yeah, that aged poorly. If there's one thing critics can't stop hyping, it's Florence Pugh as Yelena. She's a powerhouse, no question. But is she enough to save this? Here's TheDirect with their take. Teasing some of Marvel's darkest material to date, Matt Neglia gave major props to Pugh and Sentry actor Lewis Pullman for standout performances as part of a stacked cast. Matt Neglia says it's Marvel's darkest yet, and Pugh and Lewis Pullman are stealing the show. Okay, Pugh's great. She carried Black Widow's best moments. But dark and complex? We got the same hype for Multiverse of Madness, and that movie was a mess. Bam, smack, pow doubles down on the Pugh love, though. Florence Pugh and Lewis Pullman are absolutely stellar in this film, and they're the highlights of the movie. That's from Chris Gallardo. Stellar, huh? I'll believe Pugh's a highlight. But if the rest of the cast, like, say, Wyatt Russell's John Walker, fades into the background, this team-up might feel more like a solo act. And we've seen Marvel fumble ensembles before. Did I say Marvel or Marvel? It's Marvel. Yeah, it's Marvel. Now, critics are swearing Thunderbolts feels different, grittier, more practical action with a focus on character. Sounds nice, but Marvel's been promising this new direction since Shang-Chi. I mean, here's Slashfilm's take. Freelance critic Brandon Norwood says that he's shocked how good Thunderbolts is, and that it feels like the old Marvel. Film distributor Cameron House says the film has all the heart, emotion, and action set pieces recently absent from the MCU. Like the old Marvel? That's cute, Brandon. Early reactions for Spider-Man Far From Home said the same thing, and it was fine. Not a classic. Cameron House hyping the heart in action, but I'm kind of skeptical. JoBlo also jumps on the bandwagon. Thunderbolts is one of Marvel's most enjoyable films in a while. It feels different than most of the studio's projects. It's bold, funny, filled with great action and unexpected emotional punch. Bold and funny with an emotional punch. Sounds like the Guardian 3 playbook. And that worked. But it's not a new formula. If Thunderbolts is just repackaging old tricks, I'm not holding my breath for a game changer. Then there's this mysterious asterisk in the title. Critics are teasing a big reveal, and apparently it's tied to 2 post-credit scenes. Bam Smack Pow is all in on the hype. That asterisk reveal will surprise you and will surprise you and make sure to stick for both post-credits. A surprise reveal. 2 post-credit scenes. TheDirect confirms the same, but let's be honest. Marvel's been milking post-credit scenes for years, and half the time they lead to nowhere. Remember Quantumania's Kang tease? Still waiting on that payoff. If this asterisk is just another setup for another multiverse saga snooze, I'm not buying it. So, what's the verdict here? TheDirect, well, they try to sell the hype. And that's what they do, right? The consensus from these reviews is that Marvel has delivered another successful hit after its last film, Captain America: Brave New World, saw mixed reviews from critics. A successful hit based on early reactions? Forgive me if I'm not popping the champagne right now. Critics swore Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was a masterpiece pre-release, and it was fine. Thunderbolts might be fun, and Pew's probably awesome. But Marvel's got a long way to go to win back fans after years of box office flops and bloated Disney Plus shows. We'll see if this delivers when it hits theaters. So, that's the scoop on Thunderbolts' first reactions. Are you guys out there buying the hype, or are you as skeptical as I am? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious if anyone still trusts Marvel's early buzz. And if you like this video, maybe give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.